Hey everybody, welcome back to Marvel Champions. We are starting Rise of Red Skull today. We are starting on Crossbones, that is the first villain in the box, and we are playing with Hawkeye, who was a box hero. We are playing a leadership deck that is very basic Avengers Ally Swarm, because Hawkeye can't defend for beans. So the Avengers will be doing it for us. Because of that, I'm going to be foregoing some of his upgrades early and trying to get him on my second deck pass and prioritize getting allies out to block for me. We are playing on Expert with the standard mod sets. So Crossbones is starting on 2 scheme 2 attack. He has 14 hit points. While he has a weapon attachment, his attacks gain piercing. When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for Crossbones machine gun. Attach it to Crossbones, shuffle the encounter deck. We have that here. So Crossbones machine gun has 2 counters on it. Forced interrupt, so this happens before his attack. When Crossbones attacks you, remove 1 ammo counter from this card and discard the top card of the encounter deck. Take indirect damage equal to the number of boost icons on the discarded card. So that will be there for 2 turns, or 2 attacks, I should say. For scheme, setup, create the experimental weapons deck and set it next to the main scheme deck. Experimental weapons are here. Attack on Mount Athena. Crossbones is leading an army of Hydra soldiers in a direct assault on the Project Pegasus facility. And I don't know how to say that. And Adirondack Mountains. Adirondack? I don't know. Tell me, Marvel nerds. When revealed, reveal the top card of the experimental weapons deck. What do we got? Laser rifle. Attached to the villain. When an attached villain attacks, the attack gains range. And he gets +1 attack. Spend a lightning and a fist to discard. Alright, Clint Barton. Weapon of choice. We can spend a resource of any type to search our deck and discard powerful Hawkeye's bow and add it to our hand and then shuffle. Has a starting hand size of 6. We are not going to be looking for the bow because we're going to prioritize our allies. So we have Mighty Avengers. Fantastic. I need that. Avengers Assemble. Don't need that right now. Expert Marksman. Would like to, but probably not. Make the call. That's great. Sonic Arrow. Cable Arrow. Since we're not going to go for the bow, we're going to pitch these 4 and mulligan back to 6. Avengers Tower, team building exercise, directed force, vibranium arrow. We're going to lose these 2 to put out Avengers Tower because we're going to need that for our Avenger allies. Actually keep this in our hand. We'll discard that to pay for Avengers Tower. Then we'll get rid of these 2 to get rid of the laser rifle. We'll hold on to Mighty Avengers. We'll flip up to Hawkeye. We'll swing for 2 at Crossbones. I know I just said we were going to prioritize getting out allies, but not in the cards this turn. Too many good upgrades in our hand that we discarded 2 of. Okay. Well, 1 of. That'll be our turn. We're going to ready up. Let's drop to our hand size of 5. We have Blade, Directed Force, Hawkeye's Quiver, Explosive Arrow, Energy. Oh no, I drew too many. Main scheme goes up by 1. Crossbones is attacking us. That will trigger this. We'll remove a counter. Discard the top card. It is no boost icons. So that does nothing. He'll attack us for 2, plus a boost of 1. We'll take 3 damage, taking us down to 6. Encounter card will be Shadows of the Past. Reveal your set-aside Nemesis minion. Crossfire has Quick Strike. Marked for Death comes in. When revealed, the Clint Barton player searches their hand, deck, discard pile, and play area for Mockingbird and places her face up beneath this card. When a stage is defeated, return Mockingbird to your owner's hand. Comes in with 5 threat and an acceleration. Crossfire has Quick Strike. He'll hit us for 2 more. We are already down to 4 health. Let's see what we got. We're going to use this explosive arrow to put down our quiver. Quiver will exhaust. Search the top 5 cards of our deck for an arrow. All right, we get a vibranium arrow. We're going to use Avengers Tower to reduce the cost of the next Avenger ally played this phase by 1 to put out Blade. Blade's going to swing 2 for no consequential at Crossfire. We'll discard Directed Force to keep him in play. We'll swing 2 more at Crossfire, knock him out. And we have Blade to block for us, so we're going to ready. Drawing up to 5, we have Stinger, Strength, Electric Arrow, Energy. Well, you can finally get Mighty Avengers down. That's nice. Alright, he goes to Machine Gun. Discard that. Discard this. It is 2. We take 2 damage. Blade is going to block for us anyway, so let's give it to Blade. This is going to go up by 1. My bad. Oh, 2. It's going to scheme out. Lame. Should have thought of that. The Infinity Stone. Shield agents fight desperately to prevent Hydra from obtaining the Reality Stone. 6th threat comes in with 1. When revealed, reveal the top card of the experimental weapons deck. That will be Exosuit. +1 attack, +1 scheme. Discard 1 of each to get rid of it. So he's attacking us now for 3. Blade is going to block for us. 4. Blade is defeated. Encounter card. Sniper Shot. Deal 3 damage to your hero. That's going to take us all the way down to 1. We're going to use these 2 to put out Mighty Avengers. So now each of our, as long as we have, oh yeah, if each of your characters has the Avenger trait, each ally you control gets +1 thwart, +1 attack. So we'll use Avengers Tower to put out Stinger. Hold on to energy. We're going to check the top 5 for an arrow. An explosive arrow and an electric arrow. Let's bank the electric arrow. Let's use Stinger to thwart 2 off of Marked for Death. That'll go down to 3. Stinger will take a damage. We will flip and we will heal 3 back up to 4. This might scheme out, but we'll see. Drop to our hand size of 6. We have energy. Didn't ready myself. Hawkeye, Kate Bishop. Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Avengers Mansion. Quinn Carrier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Hawkeye's Bow. This goes up by 2 to 3. He's going to scheme for 3. 4, 5. That's going to pop this. That was fast. The Getaway. Hydra sees the Infinity Stone and Crossbones orders their withdrawal. You must stop them before they escape. 5 threat. Starts with 1. Reveal the top card. It is Energy Shield. Attached to the villain, they gain Retaliate 1. Spend a lightning and a mental to discard this. That's getting out of hand real fast. And then encounter card is Hydra Soldier. Guard. When defeated, deal the engaged player an encounter card. Hey, that sucks. Okay, our turn again. We have to heal more, so we're going to go up to 7. We're going to use energy and Mansion to play Quinn Carrier. We'll put our bow out here. We're going to exhaust the Tower and Earth's Mightiest to put out Kate Bishop. We don't have a card to discard for this, so you know what? I'm actually going to hold on to Earth's Mightiest. I'm going to pay for Kate Bishop with the Quinn Carrier and that. We're going to exhaust her. No, you know what? Forget that. I don't even care. I'll hold on to this anyway. Oh, wait. No, I can flip up to Hawkeye. I can play Earth's Mightiest. We're going to keep her up right now. We're going to play Earth's Mightiest to exhaust Stinger. Ready Hawkeye. Hawkeye will thwart 1 off of here. Kate Bishop will thwart 2 off of there, and we'll get rid of Marked for Death. Alright, Kate takes a damage. Let's use the Quiver. Keep banking arrows. We'll keep the Sonic. This will shuffle in. All we got to do is survive, baby, and then we got a million arrows to do whatever we want with. There is no limit to how many other arrows can be attached to the Quiver, so when I've played this deck before, the whole idea is to keep yourself alive until you bank a bunch of arrows and then just do a bunch of damage out of nowhere. So it's going to be a slow start and a quick end. Let's ready up. This goes up by 1. What is this? Oh, that's Mockingbird. I forgot. And Mockingbird returns to our hand, so we have that now. Gonna drop to our hand size then of 5. We have a cable arrow, falcon. Make the call. Kalu. Crossbones will be attacking us for 3. Stinger's gonna block. 4. Goodbye, Stinger. Hydra Soldier will attack us for 2. We will take that down to 5. Encounter card is going to be Concussion Grenade. You are stunned. Deal 1 damage to your hero. And I'm getting wrecked. We're going to swing to lose our stun. We're going to use the quiver to search for an arrow. Explosive. I'm going to exhaust this as an energy resource in these 2 to get rid of the exosuit. We'll use the tower in these 2 to play Mockingbird. I'm going to sacrifice Kate to take the threat off the scheme. So she thwarted that down to 0. Mockingbird's going to attack Hydra Soldier. No. Yes? No. No, I'm going to have her attack... Yeah, I'm going to have her attack the Hydra Soldier for 3. She'll take 1. That's all I can do. Cool. Let's ready up. Drawing up to our hand size, we have Expert Marksman, Directed Force, Ant-Man, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Make the call. This goes up by 1. Crossbones is attacking for 2. We're going to use Quinn Carrier to trigger her interrupt. When I would take... when a villain initiates an attack, we spend 1 resource and return her to our hand. Prevent all damage. 3. He'll hit me for 2. All right. Encounter card is Hydra Bomber. When revealed, choose to either take 2 damage or place 1 threat on the main scheme. That's an easy choice because we only have 2 health. Let's use the quiver. See if we have anything here. We don't. We're going to pay these 2 an Avengers Tower to put Mockingbird back out. We're going to pay Earth's Mightiest Heroes for this Expert Marksman. That's going to exhaust to pay for an arrow event. And we're going to use Hawkeye's bow to play this explosive arrow, do 3 damage to the villain and each minion engaged. So that'll be 1, well, 3, 3, and 3. So both minions will be defeated. When defeated, we get an encounter card. Crossbones takes 3. We do not take a retaliate because that, number 1, that was not an attack. And number 2, it's ranged, even if it was. So he's down to 9. Really don't know if I'll survive another encounter phase. There's a lot of activation stuff in this encounter deck. Let's risk it. Let's flip down. We're going to heal 3. That brings us to 5. Mockingbird will thwart off the main. Brings it down to 0. We'll hold on to Directed Force. We'll ready. We're going to deck out Squirrel Girl, White Tiger, and Genius. We get another encounter card, so that's going to be 2. 5 and 6, an Electric Arrow. Mockingbird should be ready. This goes up by 1. Crossbones is going to scheme for 2. Nothing. So that's up to 3 out of 5. Hopefully we don't pull in advance. It's a Flame Soldier. 1/1/4. After makes an undefended attack against you, discard a support you control. So we don't want that. Oh, I didn't do my encounter cards. God. So that's 1 encounter card. Second is Jet Trooper, Quick Strike. We are in Alter Ego, so that doesn't matter. Third is Cornered Staff. Hydra is rounding up Pegasus Staff to hold as hostages. Discard 1 per player cards on the top of the encounter deck. Place 1 additional threat here for each boost icon on cards discarded this way. So it's just 1 card. It's nothing. I was going to be 2 assaults. That's not fun. So we have 3 threat on that. And 2 minions. Okay, now it's our turn. Let's heal 3. We're up to 8. We're going to flip up to Hawkeye. We're going to use the quiver Check for some arrows. We have a cable. All right, we're going to swing with Mockingbird. 3 at the Flame Soldier. We're going to use Tower and Quinn Carrier to play out Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl deals 1 damage to each enemy on entering play. So she will knock out the Flame Soldier. That does not count as an attack, so she won't take any retaliate from Crossbones. And Mighty Avengers gives her +1, so we'll swing 2 into this Jet Trooper and knock them out. She will take a consequential. We're going to use Expert Marksman and our bow to play Cable Arrow. Remove 3 threat. Get rid of this Crisis. There's no win defeated. We're going to pay Genius and make the call for White Tiger. White Tiger, after you play from your hand, draw X cards to a maximum of 3, where X is equal to the villain's stage number. If the villain has no stage number, draw 1 card, so it'll be 2. We'll draw 2 cards. It's an Expert Marksman and a Directed Force. Let's get rid of one of those to put out this other Expert Marksman. It's useless to us right now, but we'll hold out. Let's ready up. Oh, wait, I have White Tiger still. Let's thwart 3. Back to 0. That worked out so well. Okay, now we have 3 allies in play. We have 2 in hand. We are going to drop to 5. We have Explosive Arrow, Ant-Man, make the call. Main goes up by 1. Crossbones will be attacking us for 2. Squirrel Girl is going to block for us. 2, 3. Encounter card will be Legions of Hydra. If Madam Hydra is not in play, search the encounter deck and discard pile for Madam Hydra. Put her into play, engage with you, then shuffle the encounter deck. Place 2 additional threat here for each Hydra enemy in play. Ugh, I hate Madam Hydra. Madam Hydra cannot take damage while Legions of Hydra side scheme is in play. That will come in with 5. That is not good. It's an extra encounter card as well. And 2 threat every time she schemes or attacks. So we gotta wreck that scheme, and we gotta wreck Madam Hydra. 2 minions, that'll be 5. Oh boy. Quiver. Have an arrow, Cable Arrow. We'll take it. We're gonna use Quinn Carrier. No. We're gonna use an Expert Marksman and our bow to pay for Cable Arrow. And we'll knock 3 off of here. We are going to sacrifice White Tiger to thwart the rest off of that. We'll pay 2. No, we're going to ready ourselves. We're going to exhaust ourselves to ready our bow. Then we're going to pay this other Expert Marksman. And say Ant-Man to play this Vibranium Arrow. It's going to do 6 damage to an enemy. That'll knock out Madam Hydra. Yeah, I'm going to hold on to this hand. We're going to ready. This goes up by 1. Got to drop to my hand size first. Stop forgetting to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw 1. It's a team building exercise. Helpful for my Avengers. Crossbones will be attacking. We are going to use Quinn Carrier to trigger Mockingbird's ability. She returns to our hand. And the attack prevents all damage, so it's going to be 4 going to nothing. Our encounter card is Crossbones Assault. When defeated, Crossbones activates against the player that defeated this scheme. Has an acceleration, 2 threat. Not the worst. I did everything, right? That seemed too fast. All right, let's exhaust the quiver. We have a Vibranium Arrow. We're going to drop Make the Call and Explosive Arrow for this team building exercise. We're going to pay 2 and Directed Force to put Mockingbird back out. We'll exhaust our bow and these two to play this electric arrow. Stun an enemy and deal 3 damage to it. So Crossbones will be stunned. He's down to 5. This has 2 on it. Mockingbird's going to thwart that off. No, Mockingbird's going to thwart this. So we get rid of it. She'll take 1. He'll activate, but he's stunned. Hawkeye will thwart 1 off of here. And we will ready. Drawing up to our hands as a 5, we have Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, Kalu, Energy, Sonic Arrow, Blade. Main goes up by 1. Crossbones attacks for 2. I'm going to trigger Mockingbird here, so let's just use Quinn Carrier again. She'll come back to our hand. 2, nothing, but if you're in hero form, villain attacks you after this activation, no boost icon, so he'll hit me for 2 more. 6, our encounter card is Hydra Bomber. When revealed, take 2 damage or place 2 threat on the main scheme. Or place 1 threat on the main scheme. We'll do that, because I can deal with that. Alright, our turn again. That's Quiver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have an explosive arrow. We'll use team building. Sorry, we'll use Avengers Tower. Kalu. And team building exercise. To put out Mockingbird, of course we will. Mockingbird's going to take all the threat off of this scheme. Bring this down to 0. We'll exhaust the bow, pay energy to play Sonic Arrow. No. We're going to exhaust the bow and pay these to play Sonic Arrow. That was my plan. We'll do 3 damage to Crossbones, brings him down to 3. It is range, so no retaliate. Sorry, brings him down to 2. He will be confused. Going to exhaust Hawkeye to ready our bow. We will exhaust the bow. We will pay Kate Bishop to play Explosive Arrow. We will knock out this minion and Crossbones version 2. Version 3, when revealed, reveal the top card of the experimental weapons deck. It is Power Gauntlets. Discard a card from your hand after he attacks and damages me. Okay. He has 16 health. I mean, I could play Blade, but I'm not going to. So we're going to ready... should I flip down? He's confused. Yeah, I'll flip down. All right, we're drawing up to our hands as of 6. We have Falcon, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, Stinger. Main scheme will go up by 1. Crossbones will go to scheme, but he is confused. Encounter card. Weapons Master. The villain schemes. If they have a weapon attachment, this card gains Surge. Scheme for 2, 3, all the way up to 4. Hope we don't get an advance. Flame Soldier. Awesome. Okay. It is our turn again. Let's heal 3. Back up to full. We'll flip to Hawkeye. Let's use our quiver to check our deck. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are no arrows in there. They're all in our discard pile. Bummer. Let's use Quinn Carrier and Earth's Mightiest. Not Earth's Mightiest. Quinn Carrier and Blade. We'll get rid of this one. Yeah. No. Blade was a fist. We're getting rid of Power Gauntlets. We're going to exhaust Avengers Tower. Team building exercise. And pay an energy for Falcon. After Falcon enters play, look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck for each treachery looked at this way. Remove 1 threat from a scheme. That is 1, 2, and 3. Lovely. That brings us down to 1. Thank you, Sam. Let's swing Mockingbird at the Flame Soldier for 3. We'll pay Earth's Mightiest for Stinger. Stinger's going to come in and hit this Flame Soldier for 2, knocking them out. She will take 1. Falcon will swing 3 into Crossbones and take a Retaliate. So it'll be a Consequential and a Retaliate. Sam has 2. Crossbones takes 3. He's down to 13. We have allies to block. Let's hit him with a Vibranium. Bow. 2 Expert Marksmans for a Vibranium Arrow. Has range. We will not take a Retaliate. He will take 6 damage. He's down to 7. And we'll ready up. Drawing up to our hands has a 5. We have Avengers Assemble, Strength, Directed Force, Avengers Mansion, Make the Call. That'll deck us out. We get an encounter card. If we make it through here, Crossbones is toast. Main goes up by 1. He'll be attacking us. Stinger's going to block for us. He's attacking for 3. He has Piercing for 5. Encounter card. Hard as Nails. Give the villain a tough status card. If you cannot, heal 3 damage from it instead. So he'll get a tough card. Still think we can knock him out this turn. We'll exhaust the quiver. That's a Cable Arrow. I didn't do this encounter card. Full auto. Discard X cards in the top of the encounter deck where X is equal to Crossbones attack. Take 1 indirect damage for each boost icon discarded this way. That's fine. So it'll be 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll bring us down to 3. Sorry, everything's out of order. We all make mistakes, don't we? We're going to play Make the Call. We're going to pay Coin Carrier to put Stinger back into play. Stinger is going to swing into Crossbones, take a Consequential and a Retaliate. So she will die, but that'll knock off his Tough. Then we're going to pay these 4. One's a double. For Avengers Assemble. Nope, we don't even need to do that. Doesn't matter. Swing, swing, they both die. But that's 3 each. He'll go down to 1. And just so we can Hawkeye this up a little bit, we're going to use the bow. And one of our, let's say our Electric Arrow. Hit him for 5, and our Directed Force does 1 more. Crossbones is defeated. Hawkeye, leadership, hey. All right, thanks for joining. That was Hawkeye against Crossbones. We will have Absorbing Man next. I'm going to try to rush it. I think we're going to be using a Hulk aggression deck with no allies. Defeat as fast as possible. We'll see. Thanks for joining, guys. See you later.